Welcome to Grill and Smoke BBQ. Today I'm gonna do something for you that I haven't done yet on my channel. Yeah, I know I've made ribs all the time, but they've always been spare ribs. Today, for the first time, we're gonna do some baby backs. Let's do this. All right, so like I said, we're gonna do some not spare, that's what I always do, some baby back ribs. And what we're gonna be using on those is this Meat Church Holy Voodoo. And we're gonna come over top of that with this Meat Church Honey Hog. So let's get to doing these spare ribs. So as you can see, these still have a membrane on them. I like backyard barbecue. I'm not doing this for competition, so I'm gonna leave these on here to see just what happens, but I am gonna score it. And I'm not using a binder because it's already still moist, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put the rub on there. Like I said, we're using the Meat Church Holy Voodoo. Not too concerned about putting it on the back too much. And like I said, always start with the back side because you want the presentation side to be done last, because that's what people really gonna see. So you want to try to make that as pretty as possible. And then we're going to use the Honey Hog from Meat Church. Just going to pat it in, not rub it, but pat it in. And we're going to get the presentation side. These were pretty fatty. It had a lot of fat on it. I did trim some of it, get a lot of the silver skin that was on it off, but I didn't want to do too much because, like I said, backyard style, you're not really gonna do all that. So we're gonna go in and put the Holy Voodoo. Now I'm gonna let that sit for a few minutes. I got the Char-Griller Gravity 980 at 275 degrees. Of course, I'm using that good charcoal company, lump charcoal. And I'm estimating this is probably gonna take about 4 hours. So my plan is 2 hours directly on the grill, 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hours, wrapped in foil, depending on how it goes. Then the last hour or the 30 minutes, if I do an hour and a half in the foil, put it back out on the smoker directly and then sauce it towards the last 15 minutes and maybe 10 minutes. And we'll see how good we got some baby back ribs. See you at the smoker. All right, so like I said, we have it at 275 degrees. Got some smoke rolling. We're gonna go ahead and get these on here. And we're gonna bunch them up because they're gonna come off the way that you put them on there. So you wanna try to have those bones as straight as possible. And we'll check back on them in about an hour. All right, we've been on here for an hour. Let's take a look. All right, they're looking good. Still a little moist, but I'm gonna go and just spritz it a little bit, not too much, because they're not that dry. And I'm letting them go for about, we're just gonna go another hour, the whole 2. All right, so it's been 2 hours now. Still looking good. Not really seeing any pullback just yet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let it keep going for another 30 minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and spritz it because it is looking a little dry. And I'm gonna come back in 30 minutes, which will make it 2.5 hours on here, and then I'm gonna go in and wrap it. All right, so it's been 2.5 hours. We've got the ribs off the smoker. Now it's time to wrap them in some foil. So what we're gonna do first, I'm gonna put down a layer of brown sugar. You can use light brown, dark brown. Doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer. Then I'm gonna come back with the Holy Voodoo rub. Then the honey hog. We're gonna put some honey. And some squeezed butter. And the secret, tiger sauce. Adds a little sweet kick to it. Then I'm just gonna take it, lay it meat side down. Not really too concerned about this. Still gonna come out great, but I'll just pull it off for now. And then just do the same thing. As you see, I have a bigger piece of foil and a smaller piece, so it's double. So just in case when the bones come out, less chance of poking the hole through. But the smaller one doesn't completely cover it. So that's where it's helpful to have a bigger piece. And that's one. I'm going to do the other one. We're gonna put them back on the smoker for at least an hour, wrapped. Each back at the smoker. All right, so we're gonna get them back on here. We're gonna put them meat side down. We're gonna let them go for that hour. All right, so this has been on for an hour and wrapped for an hour. Total of 3.5 hours that it's been on here. So go ahead, take a look at them. Take them out and get them on the smoker directly. Yep, you see the bones. You probably can't see it, but the bones are starting to come through. You get some good pull back. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put these in here. Put it meat side down this time. That way when I get ready to sauce them, You can start on the back and like to flip them over, and then it'll be the presentation side. So I'm gonna let these go for about 15-20 minutes, and I'm gonna come out with salsa. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and start salsing these. Right, we'll give this about 10 more minutes, 15 at the most. We'll be taking them off. Okay, so here we go, we're finished. It took a total of 4 hours to get this done, and I'm just ready to go in and try it. So let's go ahead and look at these and get into it. So as you can see, here's those baby backs, first time doing them. And I'm gonna be cutting them using my 9.5-inch chef's knife, the Black Shadow series from Dowstrong. They make some amazing knives. I think I'm gonna try this one. And I'm gonna flip it over so I can see the bones. Let's just go ahead and get a good cut right here. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Oh yeah, that's nice right there. It's real nice smoke ring. That Char-Griller did the job on that one. And it's still warm though, but I just couldn't wait to taste this. So let's go ahead and get that bite in. That's that bite you want. Look at that. Clean off the bone, straight bite through. That's kind of competition rib style right there. Sorry. Usually I don't eat this much when I'm doing it, but it's good, man. I may have to start making baby backs more often. But thank you for joining me today. Thank you to the Good Charcoal Company for providing me with the lump charcoal that I use. Hey, Dowstrong, if you're watching, using your knives, you know, can holler at your boy or something. But anyway, Char-Griller, thank you. Proud to be an ambassador for your products. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscription button, ring that bell, give a thumbs up, leave a comment. Let me know what you think, what you'd like to see me make. See if I can make it happen. Also, down in my description box, there's a link to my link tree. If you ever want to get some of the items I use on my show, you can find them down there in my link tree, and it'll give you discounts also to get some of those products. So outside of that, it was a great cook. I had a great time with y'all. Y'all be good, and I'm out. Peace. Go outside and cook some.